So I really, really wish I could claim that I made this up and came up with this, but I did not. So I got this from to a live rubric template, and here's the source. So if you want to go straight to it, you can. It's totally legal. They allow us to copy and use it. Okay, so it's a rubric, and you've all seen rubrics before, and that's not a big deal, but here's where the creativity comes in. So if if you pay close attention, you will notice that none of these boxes, none of this entire spreadsheet has any periods in it. They use dashes, they use commas, they use semicolons, but no periods. So that is their trigger for their conditional formatting. So let's say for audience and purpose, the student should, I guess I can freeze this. That wouldn't be so bad. So you can always see it. So let's say for audience and purpose, they should have earned this one. As if I put a period in, that's the trigger, that's the formatting, it turns it purple. And so the student knows exactly what they earned. Over here, it gives it a score of 6. And if you look at each of these scores, so it's basically saying if B8 has a period in it, that's going to be worth 5 points. If C8, the one I selected, has a period in it, it's worth 6. Then 8 and 10. So this is their way. So 5, 6, 8, 10. If you go to the next category, it's 5, 6, 8, 10 as well. 5, 6, 8, 10. But on the very first one, it's much different. So if this is 10, 14, 17, 20. And then 8, 11, 13, 15. So 8, 11, 13, 15. So they made it very, very customized exactly to what they want. If you wanted to just make it standard, you totally could. So if I wanted to make this, if they get this, it's worth 1 point. If they get this, it's worth 2 points. If it's this, they get 3. And if it's this, they get 4, like a standard rubric. And if it's nothing, it's 0. Then if I go into this box, it'll just be a 2. And I can even copy that formatting if I don't want to do that individually. See how it's 8, 11, 13, 15. If I don't want to do that, I can just drag it. I don't know if I can drag across. Shouldn't have done that. So I can keep it going. All I did was copy and paste and drag that along. And then this is just the sum of all of the scores put together. So if I double click, put a period here, it automatically gets a 3. And then if I double click here, it'll get a 4, and it's tabulating all of that there at the bottom. And then I can just print it off and give it to this kid. I should not have done all of that here on the master one, so let me go ahead and fix that really quickly. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so everything's back to normal, so all those numbers are still messed up, but you can easily go back in. You just click in it and make a 1, 2, 3, and 4, easily fix that. So this is the master, so you really shouldn't mess with it. Don't do what I just did. You're going to go here, and you're going to duplicate it, and it's going to copy the exact same thing. I'm going to change the color. I don't want it to be anything, actually. So I'm just going to reset it, is what I meant to do. And I'm going to rename it the name of my student, which is Micah. So this is Micah's. And then again, all I have to do is put a period in, is that's the thing that triggers it for conditional formatting. And it'll do everything else for me. Super, super handy. Again, this is with their number system. So we could easily go back to the normal, especially in middle school or in elementary school. They're not going to really understand the difference of the points here. So you could definitely just do the standard 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thing. And I'm just copying and pasting that into all of these cells. So it's giving it that formatting. And then that's my score. And there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 categories. So 9 times 4, it was out of a possible 36. And then you're good to go. And you can give the kid the score. And then I can just make another copy, another duplicate. Again, I'm going to change the color, back to reset it, and change the name. This will be for Sapphira. And then I do the same thing. And then when I'm ready, I go to print. I don't want to just print the current sheet. I want to print the workbook. That's all of the sheets. I don't really need page 1, but you can see there's Micah's score and everything else. Yeah, so kind of awesome. Hopefully you love that as much as I do, and give it a whirl.